Russia's credit rating is now just one notch above junk. According to the ratings agency Standard & Poor's, that agency cited foreign investment leaving Russia as one of the reasons for the downgrade. So far, foreign investors have pulled more than $63 billion out of Russia, and that is slowing the economy down, and it's hurting the currency. Russia has raised its interest rate to 7.5% to defend the currency. Sanctions imposed by the U.S. and EU could mean serious consequences for the Russian economy. Tom Barton takes a closer look.
As Ukrainian commandos moved to capture government buildings occupied by pro-Russian gunmen in eastern Ukraine, economists in Moscow warn of possible capital flight from Russia. The Russian government admits that over $60 billion has left the country so far this year. The ruble has lost around 9% of its value since January. Yet some economists say the Russian economy can still expand.
In the worst-case scenario, yes, the situation may be worse than we forecast, but still we do not think there's much space for recession in Russia this year, for example. However, I should say that Russia can also perform better than we forecast in the golden case scenario if, for example, the Ukraine tensions would come down very soon.
But you won't hear such optimism on the streets near the country's financial houses. Market trader Margarita Cherkov told us her business has suffered since Crimea joined the Russian Federation.
Fewer people are buying, and old clients of mine now don't have the money. A lot of them don't have the money. Many are scared.
Some financial analysts say those fears will only worsen if Washington and the EU impose more sanctions.
The best case scenario is for Russia to have the growth close to zero, maybe slightly positive, maybe slightly negative. But at the same time, yes, the strength and the deepness of the recession is highly dependent on this sanctions issue.
Even senior government officials are beginning to acknowledge that Russia's economic problems are beginning to stack up.
Russian Prime Minister Dmitry Medvedev said on Wednesday that the country's economic situation is now very complex, in part because of sanctions imposed over Ukraine. He said that consultations he'd held over the country's economic outlook did not leave him with positive emotions. Tom Barton, CCTV, Moscow.